Let's continue with the sums, that is D1 sum. What is the question for that? D1 sum from the textbook. An object thrown vertically upward reaches a height of 500 meter. So height is your h. It is, you have to write down as a s also, because both are same, displacement and height. So 500 m. What was the initial velocity? Here you have to find out u, that is initial velocity. How long will the object take to come back to the earth? That means how long will the object take to come back on the earth? That means you have to find your time. How much time is taken to come back on the earth? So time you have to find here, and assume g is 10 meter per second square. Actually the value of g is constant, that is 9.8, but here the value of g is already given in that sum, that is g is equal to, you have to taken as 10 meter per second square. So here we use the formula s is equal to half gt square. S is 500, then half into g is 10 and t square. 2 5s are 10, then this 5 is get divided here, then you get 100, then you have to take the square root of 100, that is 10 second. So t is your 10 second. But here what is this t is? This t is a total time to take to come back on the earth. So time required to come back is 10 plus 10 is equal to 20 second. This 10 second is reaches to upward direction, and again from upward direction the object reaches to downward side. That's why the time is same here, that is 10 seconds. So here you have to add this 10 plus 10, that is 20 second. Then again here you have to find out u. So for u, you use the next formula, that is s is equal to u square 2g. S is 500. U square here you have to find out 2 as it is, g is 10. 10 2s are 20. So it's divided here, then it gets multiplied. 500 into 20, that is 10,000. Then again you have to take the square root of 10,000, that is 100. 100 meter per second square, that is your initial velocity. So this is your D question from the textbook. Then the next question is E question. I read the question. A ball fall off a table and reaches the ground in 1 second. 1 second means t is given here, 1 second. Assuming g is equal to 10. See, g is 10 here. Then calculated speed. Speed means here you have to find out v, and height also. S means height. So here again this formula you have to use. S is equal to half gt square. Half into g is your 10, t is your 1 square. 1 square is as it is 1. 2 5s are 10. So s is equal to 5 meter. Height is in meter, so 5 meter. Then for v, again you have to use the formula, simple formula, that is gt. 10 into 1, that is 10 meter per second is your speed, that is v. So speed on reaching the ground is 10 meter per second, this one, and the height is 5 meter. Next, from the textbook, the question number 4 I read. Let the period of revolution of a planet at a distance r from a star be t. So here two things are given, that is distance of a planet from sun is r, and time of rotation or a revolution is t is given. Prove that if it was at a distance of 2r, then the distance is given, that is 2r, from a star, its period of revolution will be root 8t. So here you have to prove that the final answer is your root 8t. So what is given here? See, distance from the planet, distance of a planet from sun is r. Time period of a rotation or revolution is also given, that is a capital T. Then distance is also given 2r. So here you have to find out the Tn, that is new time for a revolution, that is Tn. Here you have to find out, and this answer is also given in that answer, that is root 8t, and this you have to prove in that particular sum. So by Kepler's third law we have a formula, that we have a formula about the time period of revolution and the distance, that is t square upon r cube is equal to k. This formula already we had to seen in last time, that is Kepler's third law. T square upon r cube is equal to k. So in first case, what is the time period and distance? So see, t square upon r cube is equal to k. And in second case, the time period is tn. This tn you have to find out here, tn, but the distance is different, that is 2r. In first case, the distance is r. See here, the distance is r, so you have to put here only r. And in second case, the distance is changes, that is 2r. So here you have to write down 2r cube. 2r cube means 8r cube. Cube of 2 is 8. 8r cube is equal to k. So this is your first case, this is your second case. So from first and second case, tn square, see here, t you have to write down as it is, tn square upon 8r cube is equal to t square upon r cube. Why you have to write down as like this? Because there one side is same, that is kk. One side is same here, kk. That's why this another side is also same. So here you have to write down tn square upon 8r cube is equal to t square upon r cube. So r cube is get cancelled. So tn square is equal to 8t square. See, 8t square is here. Here this 8t square. So here taking square root, tn is equal to root 8t. So this is your answer which you have to prove here. Tn, that is the time period, new time period of revolution, is equal to root 8t. Thank you.